Hello, dear students. Today we will learn about lesson number 3, My Beginnings, which is written by Kapil Dev. Let's discuss about the author. Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikanj is the full name of Kapil Dev. What is the full name of Kapil Dev? Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikanj. Kapil Dev Ramlal Nikanj. He was born on 6 January 1959 in Chandigarh. He was India's greatest all-rounder. In his captaincy, Indian cricket team won the 1983 World Cup. In his autobiography Straight from the Heart, Kapil narrates his childhood. Kapil narrates his childhood experiences. This lesson is a passage from Autobiography of Kapil Dev. Here, Kapil Dev tells about his childhood days, how he was with his mischievous attitude and some incidents. Let's discuss about his mischievous attitudes and some incident which was memorable to him. Before going to explain it, I will discuss about the glossary. Nashel means to be surrounded by something, especially hills or countryside. Regal, to entertain someone by telling them about something. Naughty, behaving badly. Castle in the air, plans or hopes that you have are unlikely ever to become real. Ambition, a strong desire to achieve something. Bunk, to suddenly leave a place without telling anyone. Amuse, to make someone laugh or smile. Fortune, to be in a position on top of something or at the edge of something. Walloping, to hit someone or something very hard, especially with your hand. Clumsy, action done carelessly or badly and likely to upset someone. Scrambling on, to move somewhere in a hurried, awkward way. Fright, a sudden feeling of fear. Teether, to be so tired that someone no longer could deal with an upsetting situation. Anticipate, to expect that something will happen and be ready for it. Venture, to do or try something that involves risk. Imperceptibly, almost impossible to see or notice. Studious, spending a lot of time studying and reading. Fence, a wall or other structure that horses jump over in a race or competition. Claim, to state that something is true even though it has not been proved. Offer, to say that you are willing to do something. Saddle, a leather seat that you sit on when you ride. Let's discuss about the attitude and some incidents about Kapil Dev. First paragraph of the lesson. Looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginning never know our end. For me, it all started in Chandigarh, a small town nestling in the foothills of the Himalayas. I was born on a cold winter morning. My mother, who is a simple woman, couldn't read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. The date 6 January 1959 was thankfully recorded because a cousin of mine was born on the same day, around the same time and with the same name. I grew up among six other brothers and sisters, all older than me, except one sister who was a year younger. Here in this picture, see this. This is the small city of Chandigarh, which is at the nasal of Himalayas, the foothill of Himalayas. Here you can see the picture of Kapil Dev and his mother. This first paragraph explains about his birth. Kapil Dev tells that he never knew his end, but he knew his beginning. He was born in Chandigarh, a small town in the foothills of Himalaya. In cold winter morning, that was the cold winter morning, his mother was illiterate, so she was unable to record his date of birth, but his cousin was also born on the same day. So it was recorded, that is 6 January 1959. He grew up among six other brothers and sisters, and all the brothers and sisters, they were elder than him, but one sister was younger than him. Then we'll move to the next paragraph. My mother always regales me with tales of my naughty behavior. He claims he never managed to control me, but I do admit that right from the very beginning I found it hard to sit still. I was very curious, and it was my ambition to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz. God has been kind to me, and both my wishes have been fulfilled. But at that time, 25 years ago, these dreams seemed like castle in the air. Here in this paragraph, he was explaining about his naughty character and about his dream towards his future. Kapil Dev was very naughty. From this paragraph, we learn Kapil Dev was very naughty. So his mother always regaled him, but Kapil found it hard to sit still. He did not like to sit silently. He was ambitious to travel around the world and drive a Mercedes Benz car. Here, see, he was driving Mercedes Benz car, but this is the picture when he was grown up. But his dream was when he was small, that he has two wishes. That one is to do the drive in Mercedes Benz, and one more is to travel around the world. Travel around the world. But at that time, these dreams were seem like a castle in the air. These dreams are like a castle in the air. In the air, how we cannot build house. We cannot build any castle in the air. Same like that. His dreams may not fulfill at that time, but later on, his all the dreams were fulfilled. Both of the dreams were fulfilled. I spent my childhood like the other children around me, trying to bunk school and save up enough money to go to a new movie or have a plate of chicken chow mein with my friends. If we were very broke or bored, we would amuse ourselves by breaking the fruit of our neighbor's tree. I remembered one particular lady who lived down the road from us, who had a beautiful garden which she took great pride in. In it, she had papaya and pomegranate trees. I now sympathize with her, but in those days, most of our time was spent planning how to get into her garden and pick the fruit off the tree. In fact, one day he had climbed over the wall and were pods on the trees when the lady walked out with some guests. She was entertaining them for tea right under the papaya tree. There were two of us on the tree and two other on the road on the other side of the wall. The two fortunate one who had been outside run away by my friend, and I had to still for nearly 2 hours till the tea party ended. That was the day I discovered the rash that papaya sap can cause. Here in this picture, students, you can see there was the tea party with the neighbor auntie and some other ladies. Here, Kapil Dev and his one of his friend they were climbed up the tree and other two friends were there at the back of the boundary. Here he was telling that they struggled for a long time like the two ants at the top of the papaya tree, but they were fortunate those who were outside the boundary and they went and ran away from the place. But these two boys they couldn't go anywhere for 2 hours. They were at the top of the tree. Kapil spent his childhood with his friends trying to bunk school also and save up enough money to go to new movie or have a plate of chicken chowmin. They also slot fruits off their neighbor's tree. A particular lady who was his neighbor had a beautiful garden. So she was proud of it. She had a papaya and pomegranate tree. Which trees she had? She had papaya and pomegranate trees. One day, Kapil and his friends climbed the papaya tree. Other two friends standing on the other side of the wall. Those who ran away, then the lady came to the tree with her friends for tea. Kapil and his friend had to sit on the tree for 2 hours. How long? For 2 hours they sat on the tree until tea party was ended. The day Kapil discovered the rash that papaya sap can cause. Then we will move to the next paragraph, paragraph number 4. I had heard time explaining it to my mother, but I got even the next day when our neighbor went to Delhi for a couple of days. She had 92 pomegranate on the tree in her garden. She counted them every day because she knew we were up to mischief. As soon as her back was turned, we took down all 92, ate whatever we could and disturbed the rest. I remember the walloping I got from my mother when she was told about it on the neighbor's return. Now that very lady with great pride and affection tells anyone who cares to listen how I had taken 92 pomegranate from her garden and left the seed behind. Another day what happened? Kapil was walloped by his mother because he and his friends cleared pomegranates. When the neighbor went to Delhi for a couple of days, she counted them every day that had 92 pomegranates in the tree. As soon as she went, the boys took down all the 92 pomegranates. But now, that lady with great pride and affection tells anyone who cares to listen how he took all the pomegranates. Paragraph number 5. The other really naughty thing I remember doing is riding the police horses that were left in the huge open green area to gaze. A few of my friends and I would go to there regularly and try to ride them. They were huge police horses, not used to clumsy children scrambling onto them, but despite innumerable falls and many a fright, I learned to ride and control a horse. In fact, even today, I am quite comfortable on a horse without a saddle, as that was the way I had taught myself to ride. Once we had learned to master the horse, there was one I became particularly attached to. We became more courageous and ventured out of the fenced area with the horses. Nobody would have noticed except for the fact that I bit off more than I could chew. I decided to take the horse home and house him in our back garden, which was about 700 square feet in size. The horse could probably have been tethered there, but I had not anticipated the struggle I would have in getting the animal through the tiny 5.5 foot by 2 foot doorway. We were caught within 5 minutes of our arrival. The horse, of course, was duly returned and chiding. I received my father discouraged my venturing near the gazing field again. This paragraph tells about that another naughty thing Kapil Dev did is riding the police horses that were left in the huge open green areas to gauge. Once he took horse to his house and his father discouraged him that venturing near the gazing field again. Next move to the next paragraph. I was never very studious. I always preferred to spend my time playing games and participating in athletics where I could use my energy. I went to a small local school that had few cricketing facilities. The games they offered at that time were basketball, football, table tennis, and hockey. Probably because all they required was a ball, a couple of sticks, and a net. I was fairly good at all games, exceptionally good at athletics, but dreamed of becoming a footballer. I worked hard at that game and was selected to play for my school. Fortunately, all my friends were interested in and played cricket, and they convinced me to change my game. That is a decision I always be grateful to them for, as they unconsciously introduced me to the game for which I was made. Kapil was very studious and always preferred to spend his time Kapil was never very studious and always preferred to spend his time playing games and participating in athletics where he could use up his energy. He was admitted to local school that had few cricketing facilities. He was good at athletics but dreamed of becoming a footballer. Fortunately, all his friends convinced Kapil to involve in cricket, so he was grateful to his friends before he has interest on athletics and football. Afterwards, with the request of his friends, he started to play cricket. See in this picture, he started to play cricket with his friends, and afterwards he was grateful in cricket. Next, paragraph number 7. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, I switched from one game to the other and began to spend a lot of time on the cricket field. Naturally, I played in a number of inter-school tournaments and came to be noticed as promising lad in the local press. But it was all merely fun to start with. I could never have imagined where cricket could lead me, and I certainly had no plans then of becoming a professional at all. Here, slowly, Kapil became a famous in cricket, played a number of inter-school tournaments, and came to be noticed as a promising lad in the local press. He was professional regarding this, and at the end, he won World Cup also. This is the lesson, students, my beginnings. So it is the beginning of his career, cricket career, which was explained in this lesson. Hope all of you understood it well. Next class, I will come with another topic. Till then, bye bye. See you. Take care.